Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. You are looking with me at my customer's 2005 Toyota Sienna, and he somehow limped it here. I don't know how he started it. He doesn't know if it's the battery. He made me to check for the alternator prices. He doesn't know what's up with it. He somehow drove it here. Didn't tow it, drove it here, I believe. I don't know how. Because when I do this, nothing happened. I hear the pump running, the fuel pump running, but there's no any starting procedure happening. So I put my pack on it and I already tried to reposition it, and it's still not going to start. So let's forget about the alternator. Let's go and look for the starter. I'm not sure if you can see it down there, but I see a Denso starter. Sorry, I cannot do anything with the light. We are in the parking lot and that's all what I can see. And you already know that if this happens to you and your starter gives up, there is a little chance that if you careful tap on it using the hammer and maybe some steel, let me find something here. Yep, I can grab a little steel pipe like this and small hammer. I will go carefully tap on it. I will hope it will move tiny bit inside the parts and it will start one more time for me so I can bring it in and replace the starter. At this moment I think this is what's happening with it. Tapped on it just a little bit. That was the first try. Let's see. Did you see it? It started. Believe it or not, guys, when you are at the last leg, when you need to start it up last time, it helps. That little tapping through that steel pipe helped. Believe it or not, I'm lucky. Believe it or not, it's running. I will show you. It started. I know it's so noisy here, you didn't hear the starter running, but I show you. It worked. I'm lucky boy, because I'm alone here. I will have to go gather people to push it around. I'm a lucky boy today. Thank you for crossing your fingers for me. I can now drive it in and focus on that starter. This is exactly what I used, that little steel pipe. So I gathered that. I will leave that battery pack for the very short distance. I will leave it on. The starter is inside there, and I will show you how I tapped on it in the shop. Here you will see my next steps. So I will carefully remove this active unit, because when I'm at it, I want to see if the alternator, which he was questioning, the owner, because he didn't know, we will check the alternator if it's charging right now the battery. Well, how you do that? It's very simple. You bring your multimeter and you switch it to the volts. You place it somewhere you can observe it while the engine is running, minus or negative, plus on positive. And yes, believe it or not, I'm not sure if you can see it, but the alternator is providing the battery with 13.7 roughly, right? 13.7, 13.65, 69, it depends on RPM, so I know the alternator is charging correctly. I promised you to show you how I tapped on it. Do you see that Denso written down there? That's the starter. Sticking out, the solenoid is on the top, if you see that kind of brass or gold color. So we will be heading there. Ideally, I still make a space for this procedure, removing battery and the intake box, because that will create nice space. So right now I show you how I was tapping on it. And it's very simple. You take that steel part, it can be a wrench, it can be anything. And you just slightly, right, you touch that body of the alternator, not the engine, but alternator. And this is all power I used. I'm not going to whack it hard, there's no reason. You are trying just by tapping it, that starter moves internally a little bit, right? And that created for us that lucky situation that the started moved, did move the engine, and we were able to get it in the shop. This starter looks to me original then, so let's see how the battery is without being charged by the alternator. What's the condition? What's the voltage? See this? That battery has 12.27 volts, so the battery is depleted. Here you can see the battery getting the juice from that top-down charger I have reviewed recently. Here I can show you finally the view of the whole thing. So if you look, that's a positive cable, and you can see how directly it's coming to the starter. There is always hope that this got loose or something, but it's perfectly connected. Obviously, that's a very thick wire. It's almost like a pinky thick. There is another wire which brings the signal. Also that connector, it's correctly hooked. The wire seems to be not chewed and destroyed by the rats or mice or something. So basically my conclusion, this Toyota part reached its own end of the life, needs to be removed, replaced, and hopefully somebody will rebuild it. So I have checked the prices of the starters, which are locally hopefully for sale. The Ultima starter, brand new, it's roughly $215 with tax. Ultima remanufactured, it's roughly $165 with tax. And Toyota dealer told me they don't have it. It will be maybe tomorrow. It will be remanufactured and it will be roughly with tax $245. Let's see what the owner will approve. To remove the starter, it should be very, very easy. You will unclip this electrical connector. You will remove this main bolt, 12 millimeter for the main electrical wire, and I put already the socket with extension there. It's a 2 14 millimeter bolts. I have nobody to hold it here while I'm doing it, but you see where it is. Very, very easy with this access. So the nut and 2 14 millimeter bolts removed. Let's see if I can remove it for you with one hand, so you can see the whole procedure. Yep, of course. Here you go. This is the baby. This is how it looks. These are these two mounts. And if you do that yourself, don't throw it away immediately. Keep it, because everybody wants to have it as a core. So this is good news. These are not being thrown away, they are being recycled, rebuilt and resold. The owner did choose brand new unit. It's that Ultima part. It's really cool, I like it. So I will put it in and let's see how it will improve our situation. So I have everything nicely back in the place. It's time to see if we did a good fix here. The battery was on the charger for like 3 hours and the top down said it's full. Oh yeah, way different story. Will you not agree? I think the owner will be very happy. And before I will call it done, I will do one more thing. I will always check that the alternator is charging properly, just to make sure that I didn't ignore anything. Alright, so if I have a RPM roughly 750, which you see there, I want to see that alternator. Can you see it right there? Hopefully it's running 1406, 1407 volts when the RPM is roughly 750. There is where it should be, and it's 1409. I love it. Perfect. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and please be subscribed. I have way more coming your way soon. Thank you for watching and have a great day, my friend.